Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, I'd go completely crazy without you, because I just have to talk to you guys every single day. Not once, not twice, but 3 times is the charm. So I'm headed back into DC for part 2 of this long ass day. And they keep telling me, don't quit your day job because there certainly is no money for you in this. And as ESPN proves, and shutting down and getting rid of people, evidently there's no money at ESPN either. But one little tad bit here as I'm going into work that I want to talk about was DeAngelo Williams busting on us Cowboys and our Cowboy fans. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if you heard what he said, but basically he said, yeah, well, I'm going to cross the Dallas Cowboys off my list because they win some games, but they seem to disappear when it comes to the playoffs. Well, I mean, okay, truth be told, we haven't done great, in the playoffs since the 90s, although the last few years have been better than the previous ones before, since the Super Bowl runs. We did make the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. We did win one of those games. We came real close to beating Aaron Rodgers and come from behind. So it's looking better. We're trending in the right direction at least. So I can understand that. But see, if you are all that, then you should have the mentality that I'm the person that's going to go there and change the culture. I'm the guy who's got that Super Bowl experience and playoff experience that I can make that team better, as opposed to thinking that they're going to be the ones that has to carry you to the Super Bowl. But that's cool. But I had to tell you, DeAngelo, the Dallas Cowboys just aren't into you. Dude, you're almost as old as I am. And I'm old. I was around before the internet. Back when we had to get our football highlights from the George Michael sports machine. You're 34 freaking years old. You had what, 350 yards last year rushing with 3.5 yards a carry? Dude, seriously. Stick a fork in yourself, buddy. You're done. I see teams are just beating down your door to sign you right now. I tell you what you remind me of. We all have a friend of ours that when we go to the club thinks that he's the Mac Daddy, thinks he's Joe Smooth, and he goes up to the hot chick and says, hey baby, how you doing? Why don't we get a drink or do a little dancing? And he gets rejected. And when he comes back to his boys, and it comes back to us and everything else, he tries to play it cool. Shit, I didn't want her anyway, man. She wasn't all that. She can't handle the goodness of me. Yeah, you're that guy. Come on, man. You wish that you could be there in Dallas, getting all that publicity. You wish you had an opportunity to run behind that offensive line and not have to run so much because you got Ezekiel Elliott doing the lion's share of the work, all the brutal work. You wish that you could be there for that third down back, getting a few plays here and there and getting paid. Yeah. So here we are, 7 days away from rookies reporting. Veterans right behind it. Most of the latest news we've been having has been negative, although there has been some bright spots and stuff. Getting a shout out from Bryce Harper. And I got to tell you, the sports stations here in DC are pissed off at Bryce Harper. I mean, they look at him as a traitor. Him and John Wall are both Cowboy fans, and they hate it here. You've basically got some fans thinking that he should be run out of town. But that's all good. That's why we're America's team. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can be from Iowa, you can be from LA, you can be from DC like I am. you see a team that you like, that you want to be part of. There's nothing wrong with that. So as we get ready for training camp, with the question marks that we have with a few guys, David Irving, missing 4 games. We've got Nolan Carroll, who probably missed some time because of the drunk driving, and Damian Wilson, who should be cut. Look for the Cowboys to start making some moves, but you probably won't see them right away because they don't want to necessarily guarantee contracts for the year. So what they'll do is, as the training camps get open and something gets closer and closer to the season, look for them to make some moves to fill in for guys to hopefully carry them through till David Irving gets back, or Nolan Carroll and stuff, or possibly an impact player, because I don't believe that the roster we have right now is the total roster that we're going to have come opening Sunday. But we'll have to wait and see how that works out. So, as always, they tell me don't quit your day job, and I'm getting ready to get to it. Won't get off till midnight tonight. Not sure I'll do a video then, but if I don't, I will see you first thing in the morning. So as always, friends, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Mike, you got anything to add? Yep. And Mike always has his insight ready to go. Have a great evening, and I'll bring you guys any news breaking on the Dallas Cowboys.